If your organization relies on Wi-Fi, you need Ekahau. I'm Matt from Ekahau, and in this product demo, we'll cover planning reliable wireless networks, validating their performance, optimizing existing networks, troubleshooting network and client issues, and then finally, how Ekahau gives you insights into your security. Ekahau is the world's most accurate Wi-Fi design, optimization, and troubleshooting solution. It's used by 90% of the Fortune 500 and across all major industries to enable seamless wireless connectivity. If you're ready, let's take the first step towards high-performance Wi-Fi with Ekahau. Of course you are ready, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Let's dive in. First up, design. If you're building or rebuilding a wireless network, you need a blueprint to ensure your investment delivers the critical performance and reliability that your organization demands. And that's where Ekahau comes in. For new networks, we'll start by importing your floor plan in any standard format like CAD, PDF, or even a PNG or JPEG. Ekahau saves you hours of manual effort by automatically detecting and drawing walls directly from your floor plans. What we're doing here is creating an accurate model of the network environment, which is essential for predicting how the Wi-Fi will behave, so you can know exactly where to place your access points for a perfectly optimized network. Need to make changes? You can always draw walls and objects and change their heights or material type at any time. We get it, because buildings evolve even if their blueprints don't. Next, let's set our connectivity requirements. You can use our intuitive presets for common scenarios like high speed or Ekahau best practices, or create custom requirements for signal strength, capacity, data rate, and channel interference to ensure your design supports your most critical applications. Then choose your access point model. Our comprehensive database has over 4,500 enterprise APs and external antennas. We work with every major wireless networking infrastructure company to ensure that you can create accurate designs based on the real antenna radiation patterns of your access points. Now you're ready to pinpoint your ideal access point locations based on your floor plan and selected AP models. You can either manually place APs or leverage Ekahau's powerful algorithms to determine ideal locations automatically. Our software intelligently analyzes your environment, accounting for walls, distances, and coverage requirements to recommend precise AP placements that maximize performance while minimizing costs. Ekahau transforms complex RF models into clear, actionable heat map visualizations, allowing IT professionals to analyze network health from multiple perspectives. Wi-Fi heat maps, which are visual representations of wireless signal properties overlaid on a floor plan, give you precise insight of your proposed design. Primary signal strength tells you that there is sufficient coverage for devices to operate reliably. Secondary signal strength tells you the signal strength from the second loudest AP, which is essential for planning seamless roaming between access points and ensuring network redundancy in case an AP fails. Channel interference identifies areas where APs compete on the same or overlapping channels, one of the biggest killers of Wi-Fi performance. Dominant AP is a map for where each AP is the strongest signal strength across your floor plan. Network capacity helps to ensure the design can support the required number of devices you define in your areas. Data rate and throughput visualizations represent the maximum theoretical and actual achievable data transfer rate across the floor plan, helping to validate that the network can support expected bandwidth applications. We also allow for planning of private 4 and 5G, BLE, Zigbee, and ultra-wideband devices inside your project files, making multi-technology planning for smarter spaces easier than ever. And yes, you can model and see your environment in 3D. This is particularly valuable in complex environments like theaters, cruise ships, stadiums, and multi-level warehouses, where true-to-life modeling can be challenging in 2D. Make elevated or lowered surfaces as well as floor openings. Plus, let's be honest, nothing impresses a stakeholder quite like spinning around a 3D model of the network. From here, you can deploy with confidence. Our software allows you to generate comprehensive and customizable reports and a bill of materials to provide an actionable blueprint for your implementation team. Need to prove your design to your boss or external stakeholders? Send them a secure guest link. They can view the heat maps in their browser, no license required. Now, let's talk about validation. To ensure your installation matches your plan, you need the right tool. Enter the Ekahau Sidekick 2. Ah, what a beauty. It sets the industry standard for Wi-Fi surveys and analysis through its precisely engineered, in-house built hardware, precision components, and patented technologies. Once you've placed your APs in your environment, or if you have an existing network to measure, you can use the Ekahau Sidekick 2 to validate the performance of each access point and your overall network health. Alternatively, if it's a particularly tricky environment that you need to get right first time, you can stage AP placements via what's called an AP on a stick to verify performance before installation. The Ekahau Sidekick 2 is the world's fastest, most precise Wi-Fi testing and measurement device, purpose-built to help you validate and optimize any wireless network. Sidekick 2 includes a built-in, high-resolution spectrum analyzer that identifies both Wi-Fi and non-Wi-Fi interference sources that other tools miss entirely. With Ekahau, you get 5 different survey mode types. Here's a little bit more about them. Stop and go. Here is how you collect data in a single location at a time. You stop, collect the data, move to a new location, and repeat. It is the slowest and captures the least amount of data, but is helpful if you're dodging forklifts in a warehouse. Continuous. Click when you start, click when you stop, click when you turn, click when you change pace. You get the idea. Now, here's where our survey modes get really cool. Autopilot. Calibrate your location and start surveying without needing to click as you go. Autopilot mode automatically tracks your location on floor plans during your site survey. GPS. For outdoor deployments, you can leverage a GPS-enabled device to map your survey data as you walk. Just Go. No floor plan, no problem. Just Go survey mode uses augmented reality to create floor plans automatically as you walk. I know what you're thinking, super cool, and getting excited to complete your first Just Go survey. After you've surveyed, you can visualize the performance of your network. Some heat maps in our software are really powerful with survey data. For example, signal to noise ratio, which leverages the internal spectrum analyzer of the Sidekick 2. One other really cool thing is our automatic provisioning of major AP manufacturer dashboards based on Sidekick 2 data. By simply walking around the site with the Sidekick 2, you can capture accurate location data and, with a single click, export the results for a fully provisioned network based on trusted and verified measured data. Network redesigns. Here's a fun fact, nearly 80% of all network design projects are actually redesigns. These are driven by the need to replace aging infrastructure with faster, more secure technology. With Ekahau, you can approach network redesigns with a new level of precision and confidence using Sidekick 2 data. Here's how. First, survey your environment, walk your site with the Sidekick 2 to capture the reality of your current RF environment. Then, create an AI-powered model. Transform that accurate survey data into a simulated model. This gives you a view of how signals behave in your actual building, accounting for real-world obstructions and materials, drastically improving accuracy over traditional methods. Finally, you can now simulate replacing existing APs with the latest Wi-Fi 7 models, or see how adding new APs addresses coverage gaps faster than ever. So hold on, your best friend for a network redesign is your current network, even if it's poor performing. Pretty neat, right? Oh, and if you're designing for more than just Wi-Fi, you can use that same measured Wi-Fi data from the Sidekick 2 to create an RF model to get improved accuracy for planning things like private 4G and 5G, ultra wideband, BLE, and Zigbee. This you need to check out. Next, let's talk about optimization. Even the most well-designed Wi-Fi network requires continuous care to maintain peak performance. Evolving usage patterns, new applications, and changes in the physical environment can turn a high-performing network into a liability over time. Ekahau provides a proactive approach to network lifecycle management, effectively running an automated performance audit on your network every time you complete a survey. Here is how it works. You simply walk your site with the Sidekick 2 to collect comprehensive data on everything from signal strength to spectrum interference. Ekahau analyzes those thousands of data points to instantly identify performance bottlenecks, misconfigurations, and security gaps that would typically require hours of expert analysis to uncover. We then provide step-by-step configuration guides and personalized action plans for your unique network, down to the individual radio settings on each access point. For example, it might recommend adjustments to mitigate channel interference, optimize channel widths, or improve your signal-to-noise ratio. One of the most powerful features here is the ability to visualize these changes before you implement them. You can review before and after heat map changes to see exactly how simple fixes like adjusting transmit power will impact your network performance. This helps you prioritize optimizations and communicate their value to non-technical stakeholders. Proactive optimization significantly extends the viable lifecycle of your current infrastructure, often delaying costly hardware replacement cycles for years. Now, let's move on to everyone's favorite topic, troubleshooting. Well, mine anyway. When users report slow connectivity or dropped calls, the pressure is on. You need to determine the root cause quickly to minimize downtime. The first question is always the hardest. Is the problem with the Wi-Fi, a non-Wi-Fi interferer, the internet service provider, or a client device issue? Ekahau helps you answer this like that. First, get an instant snapshot of your network health. By connecting the Sidekick 2 to our mobile app, you can validate your network against your predefined connectivity requirements with clear pass-fail indications. You can immediately identify if the primary signal strength is too low, or spot critical configuration errors like security settings or minimum basic rates that might be causing devices to drop off. If your configuration looks good, it's time to look at the invisible spectrum. RF interference can severely impact performance. The Sidekick 2 features a built-in high-resolution spectrum analyzer that sweeps all three bands, 2.4, 5, and 6 GHz at 50 sweeps per second. This allows you to visualize and catch intermittent interference from non-Wi-Fi sources like microwave ovens, wireless cameras, and motion sensors that other tools miss entirely. Next, we rule out the internet service provider. Ekahau is uniquely integrated with speed test by Ookla. This allows you to measure the actual download and upload speeds while simultaneously analyzing the live Wi-Fi spectrum for interference. If the speed test is slow, but the spectrum is clean, you know the issue is with your ISP, not your local Wi-Fi. And now you finally have the data to prove it wasn't you. Finally, what if the network is fine, but a specific user is complaining that their device won't work properly? With our client analysis tool, you can diagnose client-specific issues without resorting to time-consuming packet captures. Simply bring the troubled device close to the Sidekick 2 for a rapid assessment. The tool uses an intuitive green, yellow, red color coding system to verify connection details, empowering you to quickly understand if the issue lies with the specific client device rather than the network. And for those really challenging troubleshooting issues, the Sidekick 2 can perform advanced packet captures across multiple Wi-Fi channels for deeper analysis. Finally, let's discuss security. Wi-Fi security is the practice of safeguarding your connection from threats. Ekahau gives you the full visibility into your Wi-Fi security posture in 3 key ways. First, we identify weak encryption protocols. Using outdated security protocols like WEP or WPA is like leaving your front door unlocked. It's a massive vulnerability. A quick walk with the Sidekick 2 is all it takes to instantly identify these weak protocols or confirm that your network is utilizing modern, secure standards like WPA2 Enterprise or WPA3. Second, the Sidekick 2 can locate rogue access points. These are unauthorized devices like a Wi-Fi enabled printer, a smart TV, or a personal router that are connected to your network without permission. These devices can be exploited by attackers due to their often weak security settings. Ekahau locates them precisely on your floor plan so you can physically find and remove them. We also identify interference sources. While often thought of as just a performance issue, non-Wi-Fi devices operating in your frequency band can be a security threat. Things like wireless spy cameras or even Wi-Fi jammers that are used in honeypot attacks. Because the Sidekick 2 visualizes the invisible spectrum, you can identify these physical security threats that would otherwise go unnoticed. Finally, our client analysis tool identifies all clients in a given area. That means the Sidekick 2 can hit every nearby device in your environment, including the ones that shouldn't be there. With Ekahau, you aren't just reacting to threats, you're proactively securing your network against future vulnerabilities. So there you have it. From creating the perfect design blueprint to visualizing invisible security threats, Ekahau is your complete solution for high-performance Wi-Fi. With Ekahau, you capture precise data, generate actionable insights, and deliver superior outcomes, saving both time and money while ensuring dependable wireless connectivity for your organization. And if any of this sounded like a foreign language, don't worry, we've got you. We've published a library's worth of free content to help you get started. Literally weeks of webinars covering all things Wi-Fi. We also have the industry's best training program. Our ECSE program equips IT professionals with essential Wi-Fi network design and troubleshooting skills while advancing their careers through industry-recognized credentials, enabling them to become valuable Wi-Fi professionals within their organizations. To learn more about our tools and how they can benefit your organization, request a demo to get started.